Hello and welcome to Focus on Design, a video that is meant to be a companion to the printed version in Flowers and Magazine. In this video, we hope to share even more insights into the creation of the design that you see in the monthly feature in the magazine. Our design today is a wedding bouquet created with both permanent and fresh floral product. The permanent portion of the bouquet can be made anytime before the wedding, and the fresh portion a day or two before it can be added. Nowadays, permanent flowers and botanicals are so beautifully made that it's really going to be hard to tell the difference between what's fresh and what's permanent. Can you tell? To create the wedding bouquet, form and stand and holder, we have prepared a 9-inch styrofoam cone. We've wrapped it with this wonderful moss sheet from Super Moss, and we've wrapped it real tight, and then we've used greening pins just to hold the moss down in a few places. Then we're going to use this wonderful wire rattan berry ribbon from Reliant Ribbon, and we're going to make a casing to go around the cone so that the bride has something wonderful to hold on to with lots of texture. So we start by curling the ribbon as tightly as we can, and then we're going to slide the cone into the ribbon, and then we're going to continue wrapping the ribbon around the cone tightly as we can. Keep it real tight so we keep that conical shape. And then we're going to squeeze it down and squeeze it down, keeping the top still clean so we can make insertions in it. And then we're going to take some greening pins and we're going to hold down this wonderful wire rattan berry. Grip very tightly all the way around. Because this bouquet is going to be part permanent and part real, we need to insert some water tubes into the top of the cone so that there is a place that flowers will be able to get water to stay alive. So the easiest trick, I've got water tubes, the easiest trick to get them into the foam is to use a vegetable peeler. And what you do is you just dig straight down and then twist in a circle, and then you pull out the foam, and then you push the water tube in. So I'll do that again for you. You put in the tool, you turn it, you pull out the foam, take the water tube, and you push it in. I think I'm going to make just a third hole in here. Now sometimes, if you were going to just add the fresh flowers in the morning of the wedding, you could actually you would not need the water tubes, but I always think it's better to be safe, because there are some flowers that will stay fine without water. So I'm going to insert the 3 water tubes as you see. And I also wrapped the cone just to keep it a little bit tighter and more cone shape. I wrapped it with some decorative wire. And now I'm going to use this stand just to keep it upright so it'll be easier for you to see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going around the perimeter of the cone, and I'm going to add some permanent foliage. I'm going to shape it a little bit before I put it in. Sometimes if you have trouble getting through the moss, just here you can take the tool since we have it out, or you could use a knife, and you just clear a little bit of hole in the moss, and then you can push your stem right in. Okay, so we're going to keep going around with that. We're also going to add the berries for a complete look. And we'll do that, and we'll have that finished when we come back for the next step. What we're going to do now is we're going to add just a little bit of green reindeer moss in between the water tubes. And we can just leave it loose because other stems that we put in will hold that down later. So we're just adding that little bit of moss, and then we're going to add these beautiful succulents. These are permanent succulents. Nowadays, permanent flowers are so well made and so beautiful that you cannot tell them from the real thing. And just look at how gorgeous that flower is. It's just magnificent. I'm going to insert that into the foam, back of the arrangement. And I think I'm going to get this one in right about there. Isn't that beautiful? At this point, we're going to start adding some fresh flowers into our design. And because we've used the white snowberry around the design, I thought it would be fun to use these green china berries. And what I'm doing is I'm inserting them into the water tubes that we pushed down into the cone that is going to be the handle for the bouquet. And if I tilt this towards you, I think you'll be able to just see where that very last tube is, if you can see that there. Okay, and then I'm going to insert the stem of chinaberry into it so that it has water to drink, because you know, flowers do get thirsty just like we do. And then I'm going to add just 3 fresh orchids. That's in the first water tube. This one is going in the second water tube. And our finishing touch, our crowning glory, will be this just absolutely gorgeous Cymbidium orchid, and it's going into the 3rd water tube. And there it goes. And that will complete our bridal bouquet for fall and winter holidays and weddings, and it will be tilted towards you so you can see it and enjoy it. It's just so lovely. The combination of the permanent and the silks, you know, you can make part of this bouquet months before the wedding, and then all you need to do is put water in the water tubes and add your fresh flowers the day of the wedding. I'm Rich Salvaggio, publisher of Flowers and Magazine, and I would like to thank you for spending time with me today. Please remember, visit www.flowersandmagazine.com to see this focus on design, this beautiful bridal bouquet. See this in the printed version.